Lebanon is a small country in the Middle East. Its location at the crossroads of the Mediterranean Sea and the Arab world has contributed to its rich history and shaped a cultural identity of unique diversity. Despite this, Lebanon has received bad press in recent years, and its once booming tourism industry has decreased dramatically. I'm visiting Lebanon to explore its varied landscapes and culture, but also to find out whether the negative storylines should stop tourists from visiting this beautiful country. I'm on my way to Baalbek, which is northeast of the capital Beirut and is famous for its Roman ruins and the country's iconic savoury pastry, the sfiha. But first, we're making a breakfast stop to try the delicious labneh sandwich.
This is very Lebanese.
Very Lebanese, very popular place to come and get aroush labneh. It's a very... Arous.
The expression itself is Lebanese.
Oh, is it? Big layer of cheese.
Some
Za'atar, cucumber, and some tomatoes. Oh, okay. Good. Oh yeah, that labneh. So creamy and cheesy. The route to Baalbek has plenty of authentic food stops along the way, where you can find people making Lebanese staples using traditional methods. This is a very traditional way of making that
tandoor bread.
And inside there is all clay.
Yeah, so it preserves heat.
Preserves the heat, okay.
Like this one, like a manakish, they put the cheese on time inside, and then so again they bake it there.
Okay. Such a good mix, like white cheese with the za'atar and then the crispy bread. I've come to the Baalbek ruins, and you've got three main temples here. You've got the Temple of Jupiter, which is god of gods. You've got the Temple of Venus, the goddess of beauty, and you've got the Temple of Bacchus, the god of wine. So the first civilization to develop this place were the Phoenicians, but then after that you've had, the Romans, the Greeks, the Byzantines, the Ottomans, Arabs. So you've had many different civilizations that have built over these complexes and these temples. Wow, this is incredible. You can see the Roman inscriptions that are still on the rocks. It's unbelievable. So here at the Temple of Jupiter, you can see the 6 columns. They're really, really high. They're around 22 meters tall, all made of limestone. And I think there were around 4 or 5 earthquakes, but they never fell down. Wow, that's the Temple of Bacchus. This is absolutely incredible. There's always a lion's head at the top of the pillars, and the lion as a symbol represents power. Some of them have fallen from earthquakes, so they're around the complex. But just look at how huge it is. It's unbelievable. So this is where essentially you'd have orgies taking place. So sex shows. You'd have like all the noblemen sitting up there on the steps, watching the orgy, plenty of wine flowing. You've got a wine cave in the corner, and the tables to serve the wine. So it's like a wine and orgy party. But then this temple got made into a church by the Byzantines. So you also have things like a cross, so you can see how it got converted into a church. They're going to make the traditional sfiha, which is like the minced meat in the pastries. So we're going to try them. So you can see the mince here. Look how he makes the shape. Look how beautiful he does it so quickly. They kind of just slap it on like that. Oh, it's putting it in now. Now they've made the sfiha, they've just freshly come out of the oven. So it's a minced lamb with like tomato, onions. It looks delicious. Oh yeah.
If you want some paprika.
Oh my God. The minced meat is incredible. I'm in Istanbul, which is going to be my next video, so stay tuned for that. Whilst I've been here, I've been using my phone for things like searching directions on Google Maps and calling Ubers. The amazing thing is that I've been able to browse whilst being here using HOLAFLY's eSIM. It's a virtual SIM card, so I don't even have to take out my physical SIM from my phone. If you go to their website, you can browse a list of countries that they have data plans for. They have full coverage in over 130 countries and unlimited data in over 45 countries. And if you use my discount code MeliniAngelica, you'll get 5% off. The amazing thing is, it's so easy to install. You'll get sent an email with a QR code. All you have to do is scan the QR code and that will install the eSIM on your phone. You just choose what apps you want to use that eSIM and then you're set. So it's really made my life so much easier when traveling. I've come to the Jeita Grotto, which is the longest cave system in the Middle East and is one of Lebanon's greatest natural wonders. Wow, this is absolutely incredible. So I'm in the lower grotto. You've got like this beautiful water, sparkling, completely transparent, very mystical, amazing atmosphere. Oh, wow. The grotto consists of two interconnected limestone caves and was one of the finalists of the 7 new wonders of the world. I've never seen anything like this. I've never been in anywhere like this. It's a real testament to the hidden beauty waiting to be explored in Lebanon. I've come to Harissa, which is a very holy place for the Maronite Christians here in Lebanon. So you have the statue of the Lady of Lebanon, who's the Virgin. So this is a pilgrimage site for the Maronite Christians. The most famous symbol in Lebanon is the cedar tree, and it's even on the Lebanese flag. So they brought cedar trees from the north of Lebanon to this holy site because for them they represent eternity. Behind me you'll see the Basilica of Harissa, and it's in the shape of an upside down ship. In the Phoenician times the ships were made of wood, and again the cedar trees represent eternity, so it's kind of a metaphor for saying that the religion will last forever. It's really special coming here, and there's a very kind of serene feeling about the place. It's a real glimpse into the culture and the strength of the Maronite Christian religious sect here in Lebanon. Byblos is an ancient Phoenician city about an hour's drive north of Beirut. It's got an amazing location in front of the Mediterranean Sea. It's often said to be one of the oldest, if not the oldest, continuously inhabited cities in the world. So many scholars believe that the site of Byblos dates back to around 7000 BC. I'm in the old town, which is still surrounded by the ancient walls and these beautiful limestone buildings, which are very representative of the old part of the city. There are a lot of medieval Arab and Crusader ruins which really show off the varied history of the city of Byblos. For example, this beautiful church was originally built by the Crusaders in 1115 AD. It's now dedicated to Saint Jean-Marc, the patron saint of Byblos. He's believed to have founded the first Christian community in the city. This is the beautiful castle of Byblos, known as the Citadel. It was built by the Crusaders in the 12th century using the local limestone. It was built on top of Roman ruins, so you'll still see there's the ruins of the Roman amphitheatre on the grounds of the castle. The citadel was built to defend the city from potential invaders, most notably the Cypriots, as the island of Cyprus is opposite Lebanon, just out in the Mediterranean Sea. It's hard to believe that there's hardly anybody here. There's so much beauty in Lebanon and so many incredible historic sites. The rich history of the city of Byblos, for example, it's so beautiful and so undiscovered. Lebanon has so much beauty. I think, people need to come and visit this country. There's a beautiful old souk in the centre of the old town. So this would have been the main marketplace in the ancient times. Now there are lots of really nice shops selling locally made products and cute restaurants and cafes. So it's just a really nice atmosphere and a great place to walk around. Further north from Byblos is the ancient city of Batroun. Once a flourishing city and port in Phoenician times, you can still see the ruins of its old Phoenician walls. This is the first time I'm seeing Batroun during the day, and it's really beautiful. Just wandering around the small, narrow, quaint streets. I just love the local Lebanese homes, so the typical arches and the sandstone buildings. Just very nice to wander around during the daytime. There are so many fruit trees, lemons growing, pomegranate trees. It feels very, very Mediterranean. This region, Batroun, the mountains surrounding it, are also quite famous for the vineyards. The tradition of making wine goes back to the ancient times in this country. This winery in particular is called Exir. It's very popular with the local Lebanese people. This is where the magic happens. This is where they're aged. This is where that oakiness is really kind of seeping into the red wines. By far my favorite wine they make. It's raspberries, deep berries, absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. I mean, seriously, Lebanese wine rivals the big European winemaking countries like Italy and Spain. I mean, it's incredible. Very complex and unique wines. In recent times, Batroun has become a very popular summer destination to visit because of its fresh seafood, pristine water, and chic beach clubs.
Honestly, Batroun is for me, it is one of the gems of Lebanon.
Really? It's one of your favorite places?
Yeah, honestly. If you want to go on a date, you want to go out with your friends, you want to go out with your family, you just go to Batroun, enjoy the nightlife. It is such a unique place, and in these small alleyways, you can find restaurants that are authentic. and pubs and the fish places, which are amazing.
So you eat a lot of seafood here?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And you know, the golden rule about Lebanon, there's no diet in Lebanon.
No diet.
No diet at all. You just enjoy food.
Lunch, dinner, you have to have the meza.
Yes, always.
Yeah.
You always gotta add the Lebanese aspects with it.
Okay.
You always, with the seafood, you gotta order hummus,
Hummus.
tabbal, so it's eggplant.
Huh?
Eggplant with tahini. It's really good. In Lebanon, you meet two types of people. A hummus person or a tabbal person.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
And salad, either fattoush or tabouleh. Fattoush is made like from tomato, cucumber, maybe small leaves. For me, Lebanese food is always about creativity. Whatever you mix with it is delicious.
Nice.
Bring your fork. One.
Oh, you put it in the bread, in the pita.
Yep. Two.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Bring the knife.
Okay. Hummus.
Plus. And
Okay.
sahten.
Sahten. Food of Lebanon is very reflective of where it is on the map. It has influences from Mediterranean countries like Greece, but it also has, you know, influences from the Middle East, like the herbs and the spices that are used. So it's very unique. Like it's a well-rounded cuisine.
It is about history. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It tells a story
Yes.
of a country.
Talks about history, like we have the Ottoman influence, we have the old influence of old civilizations.
Yeah.
It is quite interesting. I'll see, food talks about history.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Shrimp.
I think that's a mixture of honey. I think you grab it by its tail and...
You're the expert.
All right. It's a bit hot.
Okay, I need to ask you a question, a very important question. What team are you? Hummus? Hummus.
Oh, I love it.
I'm hummus too. Yeah. I love everything. It's my first time eating seafood here.
No way.
Yeah. Tripoli is the largest city in northern Lebanon and the second largest in the country. It has an incredible citadel overlooking the historic centre and is home to many ancient mosques. So we're going to go check out the citadel now, which was first built in 1105 by the Crusaders, and then it's been added to later on by civilizations that were here, like the Mamluks and the Ottomans. Something that's very typical of the buildings that you'll see in Tripoli is the black and white arch. So if you come across these, this is from the Mamluk era, so the Mamluks were ruling in Lebanon for a significant amount of time, and so they built a lot of the mosques and schools. My gosh, what a view, huh? So you can see the old part of Tripoli from the top of the citadel, and it's absolutely incredible. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Just so many apartments. Wow, it's crazy. Why is there such a long queue for bread?
In certain places like Tripoli, the Bekaa Valley, some parts of the south, in Beirut it's fine. We have bread,
But
even
here,
at the shop.
but here there's shortage of bread.
Yes.
So we were being allowed into the back of the bakery. Obviously bread is a huge thing in Lebanon, like it's the basis of everything. We always eat with bread, always. So it's really amazing to come back here in the bakery and see everyone has their job. Obviously you see how many people there are outside. Everyone wants bread, so.
With some za'atar.
Oh my gosh, I see, oh. Welcome. So we're going to go to this very rustic place to try the ful. Ful is another bean. So you've got chickpeas here, which makes hummus. Ful is another type of legume. And also it's like a very popular dip here, so we're going to try it. Wow.
Bread!
Wow, all looks delicious. And they're always serving it with pickles, right? Of
course.
Yeah. Wow, you like olive oil, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my, okay.
Sahten.
Sahten. Okay. Oh yeah. It has a very different taste to the chickpea, the fava bean. Oh my God. Look how creamy it is. Oh, everything's so delicious. They're dyeing more than just the pickles. They're dyeing cauliflower, they're dyeing cabbage.
So this is the turnip.
The turnip, my gosh. It calls the attention because it's bright.
Eggplant as well.
Oh, eggplant. So one thing to know is that Tripoli is the second biggest city in Lebanon after Beirut, but it's also the poorest city in Lebanon, and a lot of people have suffered here, especially during this economic crisis. Just now, for example, there was crowds of people because they're giving out food. It's good to come here too and contribute to this part of Lebanon, because many people don't come here, many people are scared, there's a bad reputation here, but it's a really kind of traditional view into like the life of the Muslim community, because this is largely a Sunni Muslim community.
شو اسمك انت؟
Hey, Shai.
Her name is Salha.
Hi, Salah. And what's his name?
She's asking
Malini. Hi. She lives here?
أيوة بيتك انت؟
Oh, they both live there. Is this the kind of building that's suffering with the electricity? Like there's no generator in this building?
Yeah, I believe they don't have any kind of power.
So they're the ones that literally depend on the 1 hour of government electricity every day.
If it comes.
If it comes. Bye-bye. Salah. So this is the Revolution Square. This is where in 2019, when there was a huge uprising and the Lebanese citizens all came here. This is one of the central places where everyone was protesting. You see like the flag on the building, which is like completely abandoned. This is what I've been the most excited for coming to Tripoli, is trying famous sweets. And this place in particular, Khaled, has been here since 1881. So it's literally renowned across Lebanon for doing like the best sweets. I cannot wait to try them.
This is the Nefe Bijibni, it means cheese. And this is Samolina.
Oh my God, it
All
looks
of
so
this
good.
we have to add sugar syrup.
Oh, more
Okay.
sugar syrup.
Look, with sugar syrup and olive oil, always be generous.
Yes, I can see that. Oh my God, you're even dabbing it into the sugar
And eat it straight.
Oh. What's this one again? This one is...
حلاوة الجبن.
So now we'll try some of the baklava. Very good. I now know why everyone says come here, because they're absolutely delicious. I've had an amazing time traveling through Lebanon, and I'm ending my trip back in Batroun, celebrating my birthday with Lebanese friends I've met along the way.
Well, the golden rule about Lebanon, you should know this. What is practical is legal. Just don't worry about it. What is practical is safe, and that's it.
Okay, that's a good one, actually. Everyone, I feel like they just live for like today. You know, not tomorrow, not like 5 years, but like now.
No, we believe in the church of today.
I think also because they shut the banks, you used to collect the money to in order to like build your future. Now you have your money in the bank, so whatever you collect, you spend it. So it changed a bit the lifestyle of the Lebanese people. So
Yeah,
that's
like
why,
people who can't take all their money out of the bank,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you read about Lebanon, it's really hard to find a positive article by the media. And then you come here and you're like, well, hang on a minute. But there's loads of nice places and there's loads of people having fun, going out. And so it's kind of crazy.
I think in any country in the world there are safe areas to go to and there are unsafe areas to avoid. It's mixed religions here that live in harmony together. I think that what makes Lebanon, Lebanon. You know what I mean?
Do you agree, Carl?
70%, I would say.
70.
The beautiful thing about Lebanon is that people are very empathetic towards each other or towards strangers. If you need help in Lebanon, you got it.
I think it's within our culture is how to build resilience, how to cope with it. I mean, it's getting harder in time, but the more we get resilient in some shape and form, like I think we're creative enough to find the ways to survive maybe, to find.
We're just a very, very optimistic people.
Yeah.
We love life. We hang on to life and we just love living it.
Yeah. Thank you so much to all of you. I feel like everyone's been super helpful, just so nice, and like giving me your perspectives of Lebanon, and I've loved every minute of it, and it's nice to share today with, like, on my birthday with everybody. So, Giz gone.